Chest. One, most people believe that simply walking every day is enough to stay strong and mobile after 60. And to be fair, walking is a wonderful habit. It keeps you active, gets you outside, and helps you stay consistent. But over the years, many specialists have started noticing something important. Some seniors who rely only on walking begin to feel stiffness in their knees, discomfort in their hips, and less stability in their balance. Not because walking is bad, but because walking alone may not be enough to support the body as it changes with age. You see, after 60, the body needs a slightly different kind of movement. It needs gentle strength. It needs balance. It needs coordination. And it needs movements that support the joints instead of repeating the same pattern over and over again. Today, I want to share 5 simple, safe, and effective movements that many specialists recommend for supporting strength, protecting joints, and maintaining independence as the years go by. These are not intense workouts. They are not complicated routines. They are simple, controlled movements you can do at home, at your own pace, with very little or no equipment. And if you stay with me until number 2, you'll see one movement that many rehabilitation programs now use to help older adults regain leg strength and confidence more quickly. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching from and how much do you usually move during the day? Even a few minutes counts. Alright, let's begin. Number 5, wall push-ups. This is one of the most underrated movements for building upper body strength after 60. Many people think push-ups are only for younger individuals, but a wall push-up is a completely different experience. It is gentle, controlled, and very safe for the joints. And at the same time, it activates several important muscle groups. When you perform this movement, you are working your chest, shoulders, arms, and also the muscles that help stabilize your body. These stabilizing muscles are especially important because they help you maintain control when you reach, push, or try to steady yourself. To begin, stand facing a wall. Place your hands on the wall at about shoulder height. Step back slightly so your arms are extended. Now slowly bend your elbows and bring your body closer to the wall. Then gently push yourself back. Nice and controlled. No rushing. Try to keep your body in a straight line from head to heels. As you do this, you may start to feel your arms and shoulders working. That is exactly what we want. If it feels too easy over time, you can simply step a little further away from the wall. This increases the effort slightly, while still keeping the movement safe. This type of movement can help with everyday tasks like pushing doors, carrying items, or even supporting yourself when standing up. And perhaps most importantly, it helps maintain strength in the upper body, which many people tend to overlook. Let's move to number 4, chair squats. This may be one of the most practical movements you can do, because it directly relates to something you already do many times a day, sitting down and standing back up. As simple as it sounds, this movement becomes more challenging over time if the muscles are not used regularly. Chair squats help strengthen the thighs, hips, and lower body in a very natural way. To begin, sit toward the front edge of a sturdy chair. Place your feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Now gently stand up by pressing through your feet. Then slowly sit back down. The key here is control, especially when you lower yourself back into the chair. Try to move slowly, rather than dropping down. This helps the muscles stay engaged. If needed, you can use your hands for support at first. That is perfectly fine. Over time, as you feel more confident, you can rely less on your arms. This movement supports independence in many daily activities. Getting out of a chair, standing from the bed, climbing stairs, even getting in and out of a car. All of these rely on the same muscles. And when these muscles stay active, daily life feels easier. Now, before we move to the next one, take a moment to notice something. These movements are not about pushing harder. They are about moving better. And that makes all the difference. Let's continue. Number 3, standing on one leg. This may look simple, but it is one of the most effective ways to support balance. And balance is something that affects nearly every movement you make. When you stand on one leg, your body begins making small adjustments. Your ankle, your hip, your core, everything starts working together. To try this safely, stand near a wall or a chair. Lift one foot slightly off the ground. Even just a little is enough. Focus your eyes on one point in front of you, and hold the position for a few seconds. Then switch sides. If it feels challenging, that is completely normal. Start with a few seconds and build gradually. If it feels easy, you can slowly increase the time. You can also gently turn your head or move your arms to add a small challenge. This type of practice can help you feel more steady when walking, turning, or moving around your home. And over time, it can build confidence, because when you trust your balance, you naturally move more freely. In the next part, we'll go into 2 more powerful movements that support posture, coordination, and full body control. Number 2, resistance band rows. As we get older, many people begin to notice a gradual change in posture. The shoulders may start to round forward. The upper back may feel tighter. Standing tall may require more effort than it used to. This is very common, and it often happens because the muscles that support good posture are not being used enough. Daily activities like sitting, reading, or using a phone tend to bring the body slightly forward. Over time, that position becomes pravichnay. This is where a simple pulling movement can make a big difference. A resistance band row helps activate the muscles in your upper back, the ones that gently pull your shoulders back and support your spine. To begin, attach a resistance band to something stable at about chest height. Hold the ends of the band and step back slightly so there is light tension. Now slowly pull the band toward your body, bringing your hands toward your ribs. As you do this, think about gently squeezing your shoulder blades together. Then slowly return to the starting position. The key is control. No bestrift dvizhenyi, just a smooth pull and a smooth return. This movement may feel simple, but it works muscles that are often underused. Over time, many people notice that standing upright feels more natural. The chest feels more open. Breathing may feel easier. And even daily movements like reaching or carrying can feel more comfortable. If you do not have a resistance band, you can still practice a similar motion by gently pulling your elbows back and focusing on that same feeling between the shoulder blades. The goal is to wake up those postural muscles again, because posture is not just about appearance. It is about how your body supports you throughout the day. And now we come to number 1. Number 1, slow, controlled movement patterns. This is where everything comes together. Because strength alone is not enough. Balance alone is not enough. The body also needs coordination. It needs smooth, connected movement. One of the most effective ways to support this is through slow, flowing movements. Movements where you shift your weight gently from one foot to the other, where your arms and legs move together, where your breathing stays calm and steady. You may have seen this in practices like Tai Chi, but you do not need to follow a formal routine to benefit from it. You can begin with something very simple. Stand with your feet comfortably apart. Slowly shift your weight onto one leg. Then gently move it to the other side. Let your arms move naturally with you. There is no rush, no force, just smooth, continuous movement. As you do this, your body begins to coordinate. Your balance improves. Your joints move through a comfortable range. And your mind stays engaged with what your body is doing. This kind of movement is especially helpful because it connects everything together. Strength, balance, posture, and awareness. Many people find that after a few minutes, they feel calmer, more centered, and more in control of their body. And that is exactly the goal, not to exhaust yourself, but to support your body in a way that feels natural and sustainable. Now before we finish, let's bring this all together. You do not need to replace walking completely. Walking can still be part of your day, but adding these types of movements can help support your body in ways that walking alone may not. A few wall push-ups, a few chair squats, a short balance practice, some gentle pulling movements, and a few minutes of slow, controlled motion. That is all it takes to begin. You do not need to do everything at once. Start with 1 or 2. Stay consistent, and allow your body time to adapt. If something feels uncomfortable, adjust the movement or take a break. Always move in a way that feels safe for you, because the goal is not to push harder. The goal is to stay capable, to keep moving with confidence, to feel steady when you stand, and to support your independence in everyday life. And remember, it is never too late to begin. Even small changes can lead to meaningful improvements over time. So choose one movement. Start today and build from there. I'd love to know which of these movements feels the most useful for you right now. Let me know in the comments, and take your time with each step forward.